So, do you know what you have here in front of you?
Ruler.
A ruler. Do you know anything special about it or notice anything about it?
There's big numbers.
Like
Which numbers are big?
the 10.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90.
Yeah, so you call them the tens, right? Another name for it, we could say those are the multiples of 10. That's a fancy word for what we say when we count by tens, multiples of 10. What else do you notice about this ruler?
It counts
It counts 1, 2.
It counts by twos. Oh look.
Wait.
So it doesn't count by twos. What does it count by if we're looking at the little numbers?
1.
Ones.
Ones. Give me an example. Pick a place to. Where can you start?
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39.
Okay, good. Counts by ones.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Awesome. Good. What would go right here?
100.
Oh, so this ruler, another name for it is a meter stick, because this whole thing is a meter, and inside that meter there are 100 smaller pieces. Do you happen to know what those 100 smaller pieces are called? How about me?
Centimeters?
You're exactly right. There's 100 centimeters inside this meter. Look right here. What does that say?
CM.
Do you know what that stands for?
1
Centimeter.
Centimeters, yeah. So this is 1 centimeter, 2
2
centimeters,
3 centimeters.
all the way up to
100 centimeters.
cool. Okay, awesome. So what we're gonna do now is roll 2 dice, and we're gonna make a number out of those 2 dice, and we're gonna find that spot on our meter stick. Or wait, it's kind of like a number line too, right?
Yeah.
It's like a real number line. Okay, who would like to go first? Okay, roll our 2 dice. Okay, can you say what two digits you rolled?
6 and a 2.
Okay, so you can make either this number. Here, I'm going to move it a little closer so that our camera can see. You can make either that number or you can make that number. Either one. Which one do you want to make?
That number.
Okay, read that number for us.
2. 62.
62. Okay, so I'd like for you to pick. I got some little animals here. I'd like you to pick one of the. Pick one of those animals and put that animal at your spot on the number line.
62.
Perfect. All right, can you do the same and place an animal on your number?
67.
Okay. Do you want to use that number? Oh, she can find it. All right, so just place an animal of your choice.
What is this a panda?
I think so. Cool, right?
67.
Okay, good. Now, my question for you is which multiple of 10 is your animal closest to?
60.
Yours is closest to 60. Show us how you know.
Because, one number closest is 60.
Okay.
Mine is closer to 70 because it's 2 numbers away from 70.
Yep. Oh, so when you say 2 numbers, you're seeing 68 and 69, right? Let's say that each one of these centimeters was like 1 step that he had to take. How many steps would he have to take to get from 67 all the way up to 70?
2.
So, what is it? Is it 2 or 3?
3.
3? Tell me about it. I'll count them. What's the first step he has to do?
He has to move right here, and then here, and then here.
So your guy would take 3 steps to get to 70. How many steps would your guy take to get to 60?
1, 2.
Ah, so yours is 2 steps away from 60, and yours is 3 steps away from 70. Okay, let's do it again. Can we leave them on the multiples of 10? Is that okay? Can we put it on the multiple of 10 it was closest to? Okay, roll again, and place a new. Can we put it on the multiple of 10 since we found out he was closer to 70? Okay. All right.
A 9 and a... It looks like a 4.
4, I think so. So you can make, or the 2 numbers you could make.
90. I'm going to do 94.
94. Okay, great.
Whee.
Oh, you know what? Leave your guy there and pick a new animal. Put him on 94.
Whee.
Okay. Now you roll and make a number.
Hmm. 61.
61. Okay. Is that what you want to make? What would be the other one you could make if we flipped those digits?
Hold on, is this a 9?
That's a 6.
Oh. 16?
Yeah. So you can pick either one, 61 or 16. Okay. What made you decide to switch?
Cause if it will be right here, then it'll be right here.
Mm-hmm. Good. You'd land on the same spot. Maybe. I bet the polar bear might eat your animal. Okay. What multiple of 10 is yours closest to?
90.
And how did you know that?
Because it's 4 away.
I love it. 4 steps away, right?
Yeah.
Look at us knowing how far away it is. Beautiful.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Love it. Okay. Which multiple of 10 is yours closest to?
Mine's is closest to 20, so it'll be 3 steps away because it'd be 17, 18, 19, and 20.
That's 4. Where is it?
You don't start from here. It is 4.
It is 4. Yeah. Show us again. Maybe count with 1 as you go. How many steps? You're on 16, right?
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Is that 4 steps? Good. That's tricky, right? Because we see those little numbers in between, but we have to think about the space that we're traveling from one to the next. Awesome. Okay, now what we're going to try to do is think about, I'm going to actually take away our meter stick, okay? We'll move our meter stick away, and I want you to roll and make a new number and see if you could tell me which multiple of 10 I'm actually going to put it, can I put it all the way behind us so we don't like sort of look at it? Let's see if we can do it without the model this time, okay? So can you roll and tell us what number we can still use the animals, we'll put them there with,
A 4 and a 6.
okay? So what number do you want to make?
64.
64, okay, I'm going to put this close to you. 64, okay, you roll and make a number.
Oh, sorry.
It's like a 69.
Okay. Okay, so what multiple of 10 would yours be closest to?
50. No, I mean 60.
Okay, tell me why you think it's closest to. I'm going to write it like this. I'm running out of room. 60. Tell me why you think it's closest to 60.
Because it's 3 steps. I mean 4. 4 before you get to 60.
Okay, yeah, it's only 4 steps away from 60. I like how you thought about the distance from 60. What about you? Which multiple of 10 is yours closest to?
Mine's is closest to 50 because it's 1 step away from 50.
Wait, it's 70. Because 60.
Oh. Yeah, 70.
All right, so tell me about it. What did Quentin help you understand?
That if it's 1 step away, it'll be 70.
70. Yeah, good. What would be, so if we had our meter stick and we had our guy on 69, he's 1 step away from 70. What would be the multiple of 10 we would get to if we walked this way?
50.
Would that be the first one we got to?
60. Because 60 starts before all those. 61, like, then stop.
So let's check our meter stick. Where would 69 be?
69.
Yep, and see how we said, whoop, 1 step away from 70. What if we went the other way? What's the first multiple of 10 he's going to get to?
60.
Ah, there he is. Before he has to walk a long way to get to 50, right? Okay, good. Okay, guys, so we've built we've put, how many meter sticks did we put together here?
5.
5 meter sticks together, and we're going to call that way down there at the end, we're going to call that the 0 of our number line, and then we're going to put these cards at the spots that are multiples of 100. So can you figure out where the 100 would go? When you place it, label our number line where 100 should go?
It should go right.
We're thinking about where 100 centimeters is. If this is our number line from starting over there,
It should go at the end.
It just doesn't want to, But the 99 should be right there. But
Okay.
Oh, you might have to flip it over
it's
and
a
see what it looks
All
like.
right, let's actually go all the way down here for a second. Come down here. This is the start of our number line. Okay. So remind me, what did we say? If we're walking, our little guys are walking. How many centimeters have they walked when they get right here?
100.
100. That's where they've walked 100 centimeters. Okay, can we put it above it? Okay, then they keep walking. Keep walking. How many centimeters have they walked if they get to right here?
200.
Oh, look at us counting by hundreds.
and then 300.
Okay.
And then 400.
And then this would be
500.
There you go. Now we have our number line labeled. How many centimeters long is our number line?
500
500
meters.
centimeters.
Centimeters, right?
Long.
If it was 500 meters, it would be 500 of those big meter sticks. That would be like the field, or even way bigger than our field outside, right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So move back over there into the middle a little bit. All right. And I would like, how about you go first this time? I would like for you to roll all 3 dice, and then I'll tell you what to do with them. Okay,
A
now on
3?
this strange new 4-sided one, whatever number is up is going to be your hundreds place, and then you get to decide which one of these is your tens place and which one is your ones
One.
place. And I want you to write the number that you're going to do on the board.
So it's 3 ones at top.
So that's your hundreds place number. That's your
300.
your 1 is up top, so you're going to use 1 in your hundreds place. So 100.
100.
Here's some more.
36.
Okay, can you write it for us?
136.
Awesome. Okay, now take one of these 3 animals, and I'm going to follow you. I want you to go find that number and place your animal on that number, on our number line. Can you find 136? Think about if they started at the beginning and they walked 136 centimeters, where they would stop.
Right here.
That's
Quentin,
a 3.
tell her again what you just said.
The 100 is all the way down here. So you would have to go.
Oh, 136.
All right, can you tell us again why that makes sense? Why is that a better spot for 136?
Because it starts with 100, and I look at 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36.
Good. So if we started at the beginning, he would walk all 100 of those first ones and then 36 more. Okay, fantastic. Now, there's the big money question. Which multiple of 100 is your animal closest to? Which multiple of 100?
140.
I agree that you just told me, you answered a different question. You answered which multiple of 10 is he closest to. If we counted by tens, and we said 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, then he is closest to that one. But what if we were counting by hundreds?
He would be closer to 100.
Show us what you mean.
So if he came all the way to 100 and went all the way to 136, he would have to jump back right here so he could be at 100.
Okay, and show us the other one, how he's show us how far away he is from the other multiple of 10 or 100 that he's in between.
He's
You know what? We don't have to know exactly. How about we show a big jump? Like if he went from, oh, I need you back over there. We need your thinking, Ren.
centimeters go here all the way
Yeah.
to right here.
So you see how he's got a little distance to go from here back to 100, and he's really far away from 200. Good, fantastic. Okay, so let's do another one.
My turn.
Can you roll and write your number? Go back over here.
Get my. Do I leave my animal right there?
Yeah, sure. Leave him at his multiple of 100 that he's closest to.
Three. 300. So at the top.
Yeah.
331.
Okay, can you write it?
Oh wait, was it on the 3?
You said 331. 331.
All right. Do you have an animal, or choose that one for you? All right. Place your animal at his number.
331.
Okay. Do you agree he's got his animal in the right spot?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, which multiple of 100 is your animal closest to?
300.
Show us how you know.
Cause 20's right here, and then 10,
It's right there. Which will make that 300.
and then 300 would be right here.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So I would just have to jump 10, 20, 30 back
Mhm,
till
good.
we get to 300.
Yeah, exactly. It's really close to 300, and it would be a far jump to
400.
Good. Okay. Now we're gonna do it again, and I'm gonna change the question. So watch carefully about how I'm gonna change the question. Okay? Can you roll and get a new number?
120.
Okay. Show us with no help. Show us where. Do you have an animal to use, or do you need a new one?
Here's a polar bear.
Okay. Show us where that animal's gonna be on our number line. Okay. Check. What do you think? Do you agree? Is she in the right spot?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so now listen carefully to my question. Which multiple of 10
Oh.
is your polar bear closest to? Not multiple of 100. Which multiple of 10 is your polar bear?
20.
Show us. Show us what you mean.
Because if it's right here, then it'll be like 7, 7,
You
6,
could go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 20.
Okay.
But you was at 28. You could have won 2 more to get 30. That would have been the closest.
Did he convince you?
Uh,
Yeah? Okay, so should we go? Because he would have to walk 8 steps to go back to the 20.
and then
And
it'll
only
be 2
two
steps.
steps.
Yeah,
to
okay,
get
so
to
let's
30.
put him on the 30. Okay, now there's one thing we need to think about. Is he. Think about if the polar bear had started at the beginning, at the very beginning of our number line. Has he walked 30? Only 30 steps?
No.
How many steps has he walked from the beginning to get all the way to that point on the number line?
328.
Right?
Right.
And then he walked a few more to get to 320. Right? So this spot, if we're talking about the multiples of 10, we would have started way down there and got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. Keep on going. Then we'd be at 200. Then we'd keep on counting by tens. Then we're at 300.
300.
Let's count by tens from here. 300.
10.
Wait, so say this number.
300.
10.
10.
Oh wait, we have to start over and keep our hundreds there. We have to repeat our hundreds. Like here I would say 200, 210,
Oh.
220. We can't lose our hundreds because he's already walked all the way that far. So let's start over. 300, 310.
320. 330.
So the multiple of 10 that he was closest to was
330.
330. And we have to make sure we don't say and in our word. Can we say it without and? 330. 30. And when we say and, that's when we have a decimal. When we start to learn about money and stuff, we use a decimal. Okay, you want to try one? Okay. Okay, find that spot on the number line. Do you need an animal or are you good?
I need that.
How about, we haven't used a panda yet.
A panda! Pandas are really chubby.
Start 210, 220, 230, 31, 32.
Okay, here comes the question.
I
Which-
agree with him.
You agree with him? Oh, I forgot to ask you. He's in the right spot. Awesome. Which multiple of 10 is your panda closest to?
30, because it'll be like 1-2 steps away.
From 30.
Okay. Now, thinking about what question will be good to ask us. Is he 30 steps away from the start, or has he walked more than that?
He walks more
He walked
than
more
that.
than that.
Okay.
Because it'll be 0, 100.
He started all the way right here.
We started all the way back there. So he's not at 30. He's at
200, 10, 20, 30.
That's it. We want to make sure we don't lose our hundreds that he's already walked. So
Yeah.
he's at 230. So his multiple of 10 he's closest to is,
Beep, beep, beep,
can you
beep.
say it again?
30. 30.
Wait, he walked all that way? We don't want to.
Oh, 230.
230.
230. That's it. Good. That's one of the trickiest parts about rounding. Or, oop, I just gave it away. Did you know we're doing rounding?
No.
Do you remember in second grade learning rounding?
Yeah,
Yeah.
rounding is up and I forgot the other word that goes down.
Up and down. You know what? That's what we're doing. I know, and we didn't even know it. When we were like here on 32, we sort of rounded down to this multiple of 10 that
So
was
it's like
closest
a
to.
number line. We go here to here and like here to
To
here
there.
to here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There to
exactly.
there, to there.
And see, this 232 is closer to 230, so we round down to 230.
100,
So you would go
131,
here to
130.
here to here.
Yep. And that's why we don't round up to 240 because he's so far away from 240.
And he does not want to walk.
He does
much
not want to
steps.
walk those 8 extra steps. You're exactly right. Okay, so what if the panda
interesting.
was on, this will be our last thing that we'll do today. What if our panda was on 35? Which multiple of 10 is our panda
I heard
closest
it
to?
just. If it's in the.
It's in between.
So I think we gotta jump back to 34 and go to 30. I remember my second grade teacher said something about this and I forget it.
Do you remember? It sounded kind of familiar. Are you remembering anything?
Oh.
How many steps away is he from 30? Can we count his steps? He'd have to go back to 30.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, there's 5 steps away.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So anyway, he would have to walk 5 steps to it.
What are we gonna do about that? It's tricky, right? So I'm just gonna tell you that mathematicians have been puzzling over that problem for a long time, and mathematicians just decided, when you just decide something in math, it's called a convention. It just says, well, it can kind of go both ways. We're going to go with this as the answer. They decided that if you have a number that's halfway between 2 numbers and you're trying to round, we're going to always round up. We're going to go up to the bigger one.
My second grade teacher did say that.
Yeah, I bet
So
she did.
that-
So, if we're at 35, what's the multiple of 10 he's closest? We're going to say he's closest to.
40.
40,
40.
even though we know he's really the same distance from 30 and say 40. But mathematicians decided it's going to be a convention. We'll go up. Okay, what if he's on 65?
He'll be
He
closest
goes to
to
70.
70.
He's going to round to 70. What if he's on 85?
Go to
90.
Go to 90. See how we're rounding up every time.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let me ask you this. What if we were on, pretend we had all the rest of our number line back. We're at 200 and 300. what if, where's the middle of this number line?
Here.
50.
Oh, cool. So remember, it's 250. If I said, hey, Panda, walk to the closest multiple of 100, which is the closest multiple of 100?
300.
Can you walk in there? Ooh, that's the closest. Well, it's a close multiple of 10. But remember, these guys are our multiples of 100. So if multiples of 100 would be like if we counted by 100.
So we would go
100,
here.
200, 300.
300, 400.
Yeah.
So we would go
And so it's
here all the way to here.
That's it. He's really the same distance, but we decided we have to pick one. We're gonna go with going up.
So
All right.
he was right
You
here.
guys have totally rocked it today. Thank you for letting me practice. Did you learn something?
Yeah.
What did you tell me something that you learned?
That we're running up and down.
We're rounding up and down. Good.
And we use tens and hundreds on the number line to go